Figuring out if a girl likes you isn't always easy. Women have their own way of showing interest. And trust me, it's usually not direct. She won't come up and say, "Hey, I like you. Do you like me back?" Nope. Instead, she'll drop little hints, subtle moves to see if you're paying attention. And if you miss them, well, let's just say she's gonna assume you're not interested. But don't worry, I got you. Here are 7 sneaky little things women do when they're trying to see if you're into them. You're mid-conversation with her, and she casually flips her hair to the side. It wasn't needed. Her hair wasn't falling on her face, but she did it anyway. Maybe she tucks it behind her ear, all while locking eyes with you. This seems innocent, right? But it's actually not. If she does it more than once, especially when you say something funny or flirty, that's a signal for you, my friend. Hair flipping is actually a subconscious attraction cue. Body language experts say that when a girl exposes her neck or plays with her hair, it's a non-verbal way of drawing attention to herself. It's linked to something called preening behavior, basically, an instinctive way of making herself look more attractive in front of someone she likes. It's like when guys fix their shirts or stand up straighter around a girl they're into. So what do you do in this situation? You definitely cannot tell her about this whole attraction speech, because that'll get you nowhere near her. Instead, just don't be weird about it. Don't call it out like, "Oh, you're flipping your hair because you like me?" Nah. The famous dating coach Dan Bacon, the owner of MasterAttraction.com, says, "Flirting turns an interaction from friendly to sexual. Without flirting, you'll usually just be another guy she talks to and then forgets." So, that's what you need to do. Hold eye contact, give her a little smirk, maybe tease her like, "Careful, you're gonna break necks flipping your hair like that." If she keeps doing it, my guy, that's a green light. Flirt back, she's into you. And speaking of subtle moves, let's talk about something even sneakier. You're telling a story, maybe cracking a joke, and as she listens, she slowly runs her fingers down her neck or lightly touches her lips. She's not scratching an itch, and it's definitely not random. If she's doing this while looking at you, she's drawing your attention to her femininity. Touching the neck or lips is linked to self-soothing behavior. When a woman feels excited or nervous around someone she likes, she subconsciously touches vulnerable areas like her neck. It's a subtle way of inviting intimacy without saying a word. Think about it. The neck is one of the most sensitive areas of the body. If she's touching it around you, she's feeling something. So stay confident, hold the eye contact, lower your voice a little, and flirt back. Maybe even playfully say, "You keep looking at me like that. I'm gonna start thinking you like me." If she smiles or blushes, you already know. You're sitting across from her, maybe at work, maybe at a cafe, or just chilling with a group of friends. Every time you start talking, she leans in, just a little. Even when there's plenty of space, she chooses to close the gap. That simply means she's comfortable being in your space. Now, according to psychology, proximity is a major sign of attraction. Ever heard of the law of personal space? We only let people we like get physically close to us. If she's inching toward you, subtly testing the waters, it means she wants to see how comfortable she can get around you. And trust me, if a girl wants to be close to you, that's a huge green flag. So this is where you need to show her you are capable of leading her. Hold your ground. A lot of guys make the mistake of backing away because they get nervous. Don't. If she leans in, take the lead, stay close, and if you're feeling bold, drop a flirty, low-toned comment like, "You know, if you keep getting closer, I might start thinking you like me." If she laughs or blushes, you already know what's up. This one's a straight yes. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You're just having a normal conversation with her, joking around, maybe talking about weekend plans. And she asks out of nowhere, "So, do you have a girlfriend?" Or maybe she tries to be slick about it. "Are you dating anyone right now?" Like she's just making small talk. But you need to be smart about it because a girl would not be asking about your relationship status if she doesn't want to know there's an empty spot for her to take. Well, in a simple way, she's checking for you. Now what you guys majorly do is straight up tell her, no, I'm single. Okay, cool. But bro, that's so dry. And the worst move? Looking all serious and saying, why do you ask? Like, come on. That just makes it awkward. And now she has to play it off like she wasn't interested in the first place. You just shut the door on a golden opportunity. You need to let her know that she can take that spot. There's something called social probing theory. Fancy words for a simple idea. Before people put themselves out there, they test the waters to see if it's safe. She's basically trying to figure out if she even has a shot with you before she makes any kind of move. Because think about it. If she didn't care about you like that, why would she even bring it up? Exactly. So, what's the right move for you to make then? First, don't just say no. That's boring. You want to keep the energy fun. Play with her a little. Why you interested? With a little smirk. Or flirt back with something like, well, I'm afraid I might not be single for long. Someone like you could change that real quick. That way you're letting her know she's got a shot without being too obvious. And look out for her reaction. If she smiles, blushes, or plays along, she's definitely feeling you. Now all of those previous signs make sense, but one means she is ready for you to take her out. You ever had a girl casually drop something like, I've been dying to try that new sushi spot this weekend, or, ugh, I need to find someone to go to this concert with. She's not straight up asking you, but she's leaving that door wide open. See, when women make plans with friends, they're direct about it. They'll be like, hey, let's go to this place together, or we should plan a trip. But with you, she's not inviting, she's hinting. And that's the difference. When she says something like, I really need to find someone to go with, she's not looking for a random +1. She's seeing if you'll step up. Now, here's how a lot of guys mess up. Some just nod and go, oh yeah, that sounds cool. Zrение, brу, upuščenная возможность. And some just try to be a good listener, thinking she's just talking about her plans. Like, if she wanted me to go, she'd just ask, right? Nope. Wrong. This is what's called implied invitation behavior. Studies show that when people want to spend time with someone, but don't want to be too forward, they hint at shared activities instead. It's low risk for her. If you don't take the bait, she saves face. So next time she drops one of these hints, hit her with, that sounds fun, let's go. Zrение. Now it's a plan. And if you want to take it up a notch, add some confidence. Say something like, you're in luck. I happen to be the perfect concert buddy. Or, well, I guess you just found your sushi date. Watch how quickly she locks in that plan. If she smiles, laughs, or playfully agrees, that's a green light, my guy. You ever show up with a fresh haircut or a new shirt, and the first thing she says is, nice haircut, or, you look different today, in a good way? You need to know she's paying attention. See, most people don't really notice small changes unless they actually care. If your coworker Steve gets a trim, do you immediately say, hey man, nice fade? Probably not. But when a girl is into you, she notices everything. The way you style your hair, a new hoodie, even if you start wearing a different cologne, she might not even realize she's doing it. It's just instinct. Now, don't be a loser and shrug it off with, oh, thanks. That's it. End of conversation. Come on, bro. She's literally handing you a moment to connect. This all ties into selective attention theory, which basically says that people focus on things that matter to them. If she's noticing tiny details about you, you're on her radar. She's not just looking at you, she's observing. So you need to turn it into a flirty moment. Something like, damn, you're making me feel special. Should I start noticing when you change your hair too? If she laughs, plays along, or even blushes, major green light. Have you ever had a girl randomly bring up dating in a convo? Like, I don't get why guys always do this in relationships, or, I bet you're the type to. You might feel like she's looking for advice, but she's not. She's testing you. Women don't just bring up relationships for fun. If she's asking about love languages, what you look for in a girl, or even ranting about dating struggles, she's fishing for something. She wants to know your take, see if your views align with hers, and, low-key, find out if you're boyfriend material. Now, a lot of guys overshare. Talking too much about your ex? Red flag. Making it sound like you have no idea how relationships work? Yikes. Psychologically, this is all about relationship probing. Studies show that people drop hints about dating to test compatibility before making a move. She's basically checking if you're on the same page without straight up asking. So if she's talking about relationships, ask her what she looks for in a guy. Let her be the one who tells her type, and then you can play that part in her life. Now that you know the signs, pay attention next time you're around a girl. Let me know in the comments how it goes. And if you want women to get sexually attracted to you, check out masterattraction.com.